Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and today we're checking out a brand new wireless CarPlay adapter from Pro Oak. This is a new wireless CarPlay adapter that I've been asked to review. It's aimed at factory wired CarPlay systems ranging from the dates 2019 to 2021. It basically converts your wired CarPlay into wireless CarPlay, and it supports online updates. So let's have a look at what's in the box. So here's everything that you get inside the box. You have a small warranty card, a small paper manual consisting of the instructions on how to get it connected and set up, as well as how to update the dongle as well. You get the dongle itself, we'll come back to that in a minute. You get a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. There's also a USB-C adapter, should you need to convert the cable into a USB-C to USB-C adapter. And you also get a 3M transfer adhesive should you wish to stick this to the dongle and stow it away and out of sight. Right, so let's have a look at the dongle itself. It's made out of plastic, has a black metallic kind of texture to it. It's chamfered off on the edges, but it's basically square in its dimensions. It measures 6 centimeters square on all edges, and it's roughly around just over a centimeter deep. It has one USB-C input for the actual cable itself. There's no output ports on this dongle, so we're looking at something similar to the CarlinKit Mini 3.0. Has OtterBox branding on the top, nothing on the bottom, screws to attach the casing together, and that's pretty much it. There's a little hole here, not really sure what that's going to do. And on the bottom there, it looks like there's going to be some status indicator lights as well. It promises a fast boot up time. Amazon lists it as 7 to 14 seconds, which I kind of think that's not going to be true. And later on down in the description also says 10 to 20 seconds. So we'll see how that actually shapes out once we connect it to our own systems. It supports Bluetooth and 5 GHz Wi-Fi just to get you basically running with wireless CarPlay. Both of these are needed for wireless CarPlay. They say it's quality checked when it leaves the factory, so hopefully you shouldn't get a dud on arrival. And as long as you've got a factory CarPlay system, it should be pretty much plug and play. So let's jump in the car and see how well this performs. Right, so in the car, we've got the Pro Oak wireless adapter here, and we're going to plug in the USB-C cable into the dongle here. And then we're going to be using the USB-A end into our CarPlay port. So we've got it all plugged in. It's ready to go. And this would be our first boot. I've already paired it already, so we'll be seeing the cold start into CarPlay time. So we're starting up. So this is a dongle just for wireless CarPlay. It's not going to run anything like Android Auto, for example. So it's got less to do. But the first things I noticed when I first booted up is that it has a very similar performance and menu as the DAYO wireless adapter that I reviewed recently. And you can see already that the timing is very fast, just like the DAYO wireless CarPlay adapter. So this is a thing that we might be seeing coming over the next couple of months with the new dongles, if they adopt a firmware such as this, because this type of software, whoever done it, I don't really know what the name or the terminology of this software is. If you know this, let me know. That'd be nice to know. And basically with this firmware, it's super fast. It cuts out all the unnecessary fluff that the other dongles are using, and it gets you into CarPlay nice and fast. The fastest I've actually had it, at least on my system, which normally takes about 30 seconds or higher. But with this, I'm getting roughly just under 20 seconds, which it shaves off 10 seconds. Part of that is the boot menu. I'll just show you that briefly. So here we have the boot menu. There's nothing to write home about. You can't tap on anything. Just tells you to connect your Bluetooth, and then you should get CarPlay up and running wirelessly. So on my phone here, you can see that I've got the profile here. So if I click on that, it's going to ask me, do I want to pair? Yes, I do. Connected, used for CarPlay, we're in. So very quick to get from Bluetooth pairing to CarPlay, and that just helps generally, and the boot up time is fast as well. So all those two things combined, you're going to get a very fast get into CarPlay experience. As status lights go, we've just got one status light here, which shows you everything that you kind of need to know. If it's red and it's not really doing anything on the display, then something's wrong. Compatibility. If it's a solid blue, that means it's working, and then you should be seeing CarPlay on your screen. There's nothing else that this dongle can do. The little hole that's on the left here, that just does absolutely nothing. I'm not seeing any lights or anything for that hole. I don't think it's even a reset hole. You just can see through it. There's not really much in there. As you saw for the main menu, there's no option to change your phone to a different phone. So anything like multiple phones in the car, wanting to connect to CarPlay via this dongle, you're going to run into an issue there, in that you're going to have to unpair the one device and then repair the new device to get into CarPlay on that second device. But once you're in, the experience is just as you'd expect. We experience the same 1 to 2 second delay with audio. Same with calling, so I won't test that. They're just going to be exactly the same, just to keep this video short. And then navigation, I didn't have a problem with this when I was in testing. It doesn't show GPS off center at all. This is something I did experience with the Play2Air dongle. It was completely out of sync for some reason. So for updating purposes, you go to 192.168.2.1 and you get the menu system that is very similar to the DAYO, well, basically exactly the same. And from here you can see the app version. I have updated it to the latest. You can see the CarPlay version that the actual phone is using, the screen resolution that it's projecting, the frames per second, the video dimensions. And from here you can do things like delayed start, which is very handy if you've got a confliction with your stereo. You've got media sound quality, as with the previous dongles that we've seen. You can do DVD and CD, which is going to change the quality of your audio. This is unique to the DAYO and this dongle, well, basically this firmware, is that you can change the channel. So if you have any conflicting transmission signals in the car, maybe your car has Wi-Fi ability and it's running off the same channel and it's conflicting with wireless CarPlay that way, you can change it on this dongle, which is very handy. You might find speed improvements as well by doing that. But from my experience, I didn't really see much change. Connection setup is something that's similar to if you don't want the menu screen to show up, but it will show a black screen otherwise. So you might as well show the menu in case anyone gets in the car and they're trying to operate it and they don't know what's going on. That prompt is really handy for anyone that is experiencing the dongle for the first time. Automatic CarPlay, that's basically auto boot. You can just have the thing just show up but not actually connect to CarPlay. I don't know why you'd not want to have that on. And compatibility mode, if you have any issues with your car system setup, you can turn it on and see if that actually improves things. But I've never had the reason to do that. Download logs, you can just download logs and you can submit them to support if you have any problems. Factory reset, it's going to basically reset all the options in the settings. And if you've got an update, it will actually show up down at the bottom here, and you can just update over the air, and that's your only option really, because there's no other USB port on this dongle, so all the updates have to happen over the air. And that's pretty much it. In a nutshell, it works CarPlay without a problem on a factory system. It's not going to run with Android Auto, for example, like the AutoCast that I reviewed last week. This is just purely just for wireless CarPlay. So if you're only after that functionality, then the dongle is a decent dongle in terms of speed wise. I haven't used it enough to check reliability yet. Calling is going to be the same with all wireless CarPlay. You'll still get that delay, so there's no point testing that. So it retails for a reasonable price. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll put it down the bottom here and as to how much it actually retails for. If you only just want wireless CarPlay and you're after something that's actually very fast, different vehicles and systems will vary, though. I will have to say that, because it works fast on my system, but it might not work as fast on another. Compatibility, again, might work on mine, might not work on some others. So as long as you can get it from Amazon, then you've got free returns and you get refunds super quick as well. So there's really no hassles there if you have any problems. You can check out my links down below to learn more about it and to buy yourself one. You can check out my other wireless dongle reviews up in this playlist up here. Hit that subscribe button down below to catch all my future content, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.